Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Tuesday Panic. I'm your host, Paul Turner. This is the show for the unprepared youth worker, like you and me sometimes, because we have time schedules or work schedules or whatever we're in. And sometimes I say, man, I'm just looking for something, or I already have something, but I need a little something more to kind of go along with that. And so before we dive into all of the goodies I have for you today, I have a few ideas. I want to talk a little bit about, I was thinking this morning, we're going to come up on the 1-year anniversary of this show, the Tuesday Panic, in just about 30 days, 40 days, something like that. I've put together about 33, 35, some odd shows. And so I am wondering, I have some things on my heart that I want to do, but I want to hear from you as well. Thinking about doing some sort of Monday show maybe, and call it Monday Media or Monday mentoring, where I do answer your questions or have these mentoring moments, things like that, where you need some help or some, you need an idea or resource or strategy, something where we kind of walk through some things together, and you just submit me questions at my email at thedproject@me.com, and then I, answer those questions and do the best I can with that. Or, or like I said, in the media, where maybe you say, look, I really want to be up on music and movies and all those kind of things, and I would love to have a Monday thing to kind of go to every Monday to kind of help me work out some things. So I would love your input there, and also I'm working on something possibly called the Soul of the Youth Worker, and just really talk about the issues and things that youth workers go through, whether it's money or relationships or marriage or kids or things like that, and hassles and within the church and church politics, stuff like that. So if you are interested in any of those things, I'm going to start creating that very soon. So I would love your feedback on that. So please leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Which of those shows would you like? Would you like a Monday Media, Monday Mentoring? What do you think about a Soul of the Youth Worker kind of show, where we really kind of cut through all the fuzziness of that stuff and really get to some core issues that we really, really struggle with, okay? So we'll go from there. So anyway, every 2 and 4 years, right, we have the Olympics, right? It happens it happens in February. And these two epic things collide, right? Valentine's Day and the Olympics, right? So I'm going to toss out some ideas today, because here's what I think. The thing is, you can Google anywhere and say, look, I want Valentine's games. I want free Valentine worksheets, or the internet is flooded with that. And what I want to do with us here today, if we can, is simply challenge the notion that, look, you have to teach on something a certain way, or you have to go with a certain thing just because the seasons say so, right? And so I want to encourage you today, think outside the box, pray through, and just do what God tells you to do, okay? I know we all want to take advantage of the seasons, and it's a good time to talk about love and relationships, stuff like that. But let me toss out a few ideas I woke up with this morning. It may help you. So we have this thing, love and the Olympics, right? What do we do with that? Well, I don't know. Maybe we could combine those things, right? Maybe we could just say, hey, we could add some love and Olympics here. And I don't even know what that would look like, but, you could have, the Love Olympics, but have it as dating couples, right? Take all those games that you'll look up on the online and have a guy, girl, and just have it a date night at church, right? And ask them to come and give away great prizes. I remember in the past, I've given away, boxes of candies. Guys could win flowers for their girlfriends. You could win movie tickets. You could, do all kinds of cool dinner out, stuff like that, if you'll simply show up with your girlfriend and compete in the Love Olympics. Of course, you could do things like the dating game. How much does that guy know about that girl, and that girl know about that guy? I've done that several years, and that's really fun to do. So why not have the Love Olympics, right? And just put all that stuff together. If you have questions or things like that of how to put that together, just leave me a comment below. I'll be glad to answer those. Also, why not talk about the 4 different kinds of love? Obviously, that's a great thing too, but maybe divide kids up and give each group several scriptures dealing with that kind of love and some key questions, about agape love or erotic love or sexual love. You may want to keep that for the senior high. You may want to have, that deep relational love, right? All those kinds of things, all those love words there in scriptures you can use, and break it down and ask each group to kind of come back and share what they learned within that small group, and you write up a bunch of questions for them. I also thought of, you could do things like the 5 love languages, right? There's a book out there called The 5 Love Languages. You can cover the 5. How do we give and receive love? And you can find out a lot about your students when you do the 5 love languages. And you can find that online as well. Just Google it up and say the 5 love languages. It'll all be there, and you kind of work that out. A couple other things that I have here. One is you could, as an outreach, if you want to do it, you could do it towards the end of February. Why not do a battle of the sexes? That's one of my favorite things I've done in my youth ministry years. Is have the guys and girls competing at things, both from an intellectual level to a physical level to all those things. Do the games, do the stuff, do puzzles, do stuff like that, and let them compete. That won't be the whole night, obviously, but at least that would be a great starter and get kids in there to help, get them excited about what's going on that night. And then add in things like, the 5 love languages or, the 4 different kinds of love, stuff like that. And also one last one as a closer here, if you want to use this in your youth ministry, I thought of, asking what's on your heart, what's on your heart. Kids carry things on their heart, right? They carry depression or they carry, burdens, they carry anxieties, they carry those things. Why not as a closer as to your service or something you're doing, have kids hand out hearts and say, write on there, on that paper heart there, or that cardboard heart or whatever, write what's on your heart. Write what's on your heart, and then talk about or preach about the heart of God. Have a giant cardboard heart and just put God's heart on it. Paint it red, all that kind of good stuff, and ask kids to take their heart that they wrote their stuff on and pin it up or tape it up onto God's heart, right? Because he says, what? Cast all your cares upon him, 1 Peter says. Cast all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. His heart is for you. So why not just, put all those hearts together? Then you have all these hearts within God's heart, and really builds a picture for your students. Say, look, God cares about what I'm going through right now. You can use that as a closer, as an altar time, or things like that. And so I just want to offer you a few tips today. I hope some of those helped you. Got those, the juices stirring today, staring. I don't even know what I'm saying. Get the juices stirring in your heart. And if you can get that stirred up there, come up with your own ideas. Pray through. God will give you some great ideas if you'll ask him. And so please let me know in the comments below, okay, about those show ideas I had, about how do I use Mondays maybe as Monday mentoring, Monday media. What do you need in that? Don't forget, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. That lets me know that you really, really liked it, and it makes me feel good, and it helps my heart. It makes my heart glad. And if you are a first-timer, thank you for joining us today for the Tuesday Panic. Please hit the subscribe button, which will be probably right where that picture is right there. And you can hit that, and you'll get videos like this in your inbox. I got some cool videos coming up for real-time training and some more ideas for More Than a Youth Room, which are my other 2 shows. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Would love your comments about the show and about, what you're doing in your youth ministry. Please leave me a comment down below. Love you guys. Have a great, great, great week this week. No matter what you're doing, whether you're prepared or unprepared, God is with you. He is for you. And we will see you next week. Have a great one. Bye.